Hi guys, once again this is Alfred from BinaryOptionsTutor.com. I'm here today to shamefully admit that you guys have finally broke me. You happy about yourself? You broke me. It's almost every week somebody asks something about signals. When are you going to start back doing the signals? I know you got indicators, but we really like some signals. Well, maybe you've almost broke me because I'm still not going to do any signals. I'm sorry. This uh, we had a rough experience. Not just the quality of the signals, but so much also the execution of automated signals on different platforms. However, we have hopefully found what will be a useful middle ground, and what we're offering now are the green arrow alerts, which will sometimes be streamed in real time to the chat room. Now, we've been selling the green arrow strategy at Binary Options Tutor for a year and a half, maybe almost 2 years, and it's been constantly evolving. It's not a very pricey strategy. It's just a one-time fee for the strategy. But we put this together so that everyone can at least taste uh, some trades based on this strategy and access it via the alerts. We're going to stream a couple of pairs. Right now, we're streaming the dollar yen and we're streaming the euro USD, and these will come inside of the chat room. Now, a lot of you guys have never seen the binary options chat room that we have at Binary Options Tutor because previously we kept the chat private. Uh, what we've decided to do is to open the chat up to all registered members of the site. Now, it doesn't cost you anything to register. What we would love to see is a community of guys who are already familiar and who've been trading the green arrow, working with helping orient guys who are new to the trading strategy and also uh, new to learning how to properly execute these. Now, I'm going to go over how these are delivered in the chat room, and I'm going to encourage you guys, all of you guys, to use these as an alert. They are not meant to replace charts. They're not meant to be a be-all, end-all magical signal. They are not used or correlated with satellites and weather conditions around the globe, like some of the absurd things I've seen floating around lately. These are just third party alerts. And what I mean by that is I don't have, nor does my brother have, any interest in any of the brokers. Take take these alerts and do what you will with them on any broker. There's no requirement, no financial gain from us. Now you can help by purchasing the Green Arrow because that will support our efforts. And it's really sometimes troubling to me to see so many of these ridiculous scams where you gain nothing from the experience other than chucking your money in a broker to have some robot eat it up, eat it all up, when we've been selling what I think is several pretty good strategies on our site now for some time. But I realize it's a challenge to make time, but in reality, anything that you're going to do in life, you're going to have to dedicate some time to it. And so that's why we put these alerts in here. And hopefully, this is a digestible format. Let's talk a little bit about the format. I went back into history here, and you can see some of these automated alerts. All of these alerts are going to be sent out by a robot we call Bot Alert. Now, some of these alerts are going to give you a ready alert. You will hear an audible difference, and you'll hear ready, green arrow, you'll hear go, green arrow. And once you get the go, you're going to get a suggested range. You're going to get whether or not this alert is a hard or a soft, and you're also going to get the volatility spread at that current time. Now, that's not on these alerts. I just thought about it, and we added it recently, just today. We only started beta in these yesterday. Now, so when you hear this ready, this is not the time to. This is the time to exercise patience. If you're not already logged in, get logged in at whatever platform you're using, and reference your charts. Reference your charts. When you hear the go alert and you've got a suggested range, that's the time to really look at your charts and begin to contemplating putting through, pulling the trigger and putting through a bet within probably, if you were on Marcus World, within the next 2 minutes, because these will always come around, 1 to 2 minutes prior to the lockout. If you're familiar with how these stream, how the Marcus World platform works. In order to keep this video more brief, I decided to hit the road right here. So this is going to be to be continued episode. In the next episode, we're going to talk about how to trade around these alerts inside of our binary options chat room, and we're going to look at some charts and talk about how to make the most of the alerts, how to execute the alerts as best as possible, when to take an alert, and when to just let the alert pass if the actual price has just gotten away from you. See you guys in the next video with about 5 examples from the alerts that you saw earlier in the room. So, as always, like, share, comment, subscribe. If we've helped you, please help us by sharing this information with others. Once again, this is Alfred from BinaryOptionsTutor.com. Make sure to check out the second half of this video. It's very important to know how to properly execute the trades.